Hello, my people. I greet una. Good afternoon. I'm back again. So I'm back today and I'm welcoming you. If today is your first time of joining me on live session, please do my subscribe. If you subscribe to this page, you are going to learn a whole lot. You are going to about business. If you are a business owner, if you have a business, or you are running a business, or you intend running a business, or you have the perception of starting a business, my page is what you should follow. Today I'm going to be discussing about the difference between hustling and business. The difference between hustling and business. Some people who are into business, they don't know that what they are doing is actually hustling. Some people who are hustling, they think they have a business, but they are hustlers. It's true that many people hustle before they start a business, or many business stems up from hustling. That's why I used to say there are a clear difference between hustling and business. You must know this, you must understand this. Okay, let me put on my cap. So you must understand that there's a difference, a big difference. Hustling is not business. Hustling is not business. If you want to call yourself a business owner, you must learn what I'm teaching today. You can transition your hustling into a business. Please, if you are watching this video, please subscribe. Okay? Now, what is hustling? There's different, like I said, hustling is different from business. Don't join the two. It's different. Okay? If you are a hustler, you are a hustler. If you are a business owner, you are a business owner. Like if you see all these people who have kiosks, who are selling all this small provision, they are hustlers. All these people who are selling small shop where they are selling food stuff, they are hustlers. But a business is different. So now let's learn. Okay, a hustle is typically a solo endeavor. It is typically a solo endeavor. That means it is one-sided. It is heavily dependent on individual effort. That is a hustle. It is heavily dependent on individual effort. A hustle, someone who is hustle, is heavily dependent on just individual effort. Okay? And another strange thing is that they often have limitation. For example, if the hustler does not go out, he doesn't make money. The difference between a business and a hustle is that it is individual effort. Any day you don't go out, you don't make money. That is hustling. But that is not business. A hustle is, heavily dependent on one person. The day the person did not go to work, no money, no fund. So let's understand that it is lucrative. Okay, it's lucrative, but it has limitation. It is a great way to begin. If you want to start a business, you start by hustling. Like I said, if you want to start graphic design now, you start hustling for people to do work for them. You can't just start a business overnight. It starts from hustling. But it is important that you must transition your hustle into business. Okay, so if you are able to stay on this program, you are going to learn how to transition your hustle into business. Please subscribe to this page if you are not already subscribed. If you are watching for the first time, it's going to teach you a whole lot. If you are growing your business, you will learn a whole lot from this page. I dedicate myself to teach people on how to carry their business from point A to point B and even to point C. We are all growing together. So join me in this journey by subscribing and following my page. So like I'm saying, a hustle is a great way to start, but it becomes a limitation when there is no structure, when there is no plan, when there is no goal. You just wake up in the morning, you go to your system, you design one or two design for someone, if you are a graphic design, and you send and you collect money. That is a hustle. Or if you are selling food, you are selling a restaurant business, you just wake up, you do one or two plate of food and you sell and you collect money. That is hustling. When you start having the mindset of turning your hustle into business, then you start introducing structure, which you are going to learn as you go on into your hustle. Immediately you start putting structure into your hustle, it starts to get the shape of a business. Now we have known what hustle is. We said it is heavily dependent on individual effort. The day you don't go to hustle, there's no money. The day you don't, is heavily dependent on your effort, daily effort for that matter. Okay, so that is hustle. Now, what is a business? A business, on the other hand, is a structured, organized system. That means it's structured. It is registered, very importantly. If you don't register that your small hustle, you won't have the confidence and boldness to display it everywhere. Because someone might just ask you one day, is this your business register? You say no. It's a hustle, it's not a business. The foundation of starting to transition your hustle into a business, very important, register that your hustle. It will start taking shape immediately. Now, registering a business is very easy. It's no longer like before, where you have to, go through someone. You can register that your hustle. To transition it from a hustle to a business, register it first. Just go to CAC website, fill their form. The font, the fee is even low. You have started taking the bold step when you register that your hustle. When you register that your hustle, you have started taking the bold step. So a business is a organized system built to deliver value. So you must understand that this your hustle, is not this your norm. If you want to transition into a business, it is no longer this your normal daily waking up and running to wear clothes and go to your system and do one or two design for someone and collect money, or go and open your shop, sell one or three plates of food, collect money. No, it's no longer on that structure. You introduce an organized structure into it. Register it. When you register it, it will give you the boldness to talk to clients and say, we are registered. One, sometimes if a client is discussing with me to give me a deal and I tell him the fee and there is issue of trust, because most people don't like doing business with online persons without seeing you. I don't offer a product. I offer a service, and my service is purely online. We don't have a walk-in customer. So if your business is like my business, where you don't have a working customer, your customers are solely online, for instance, and you have not registered that your business, how can you be able to convince a client that you are different from all these other scammers that are all over the internet? How can you be able to convince them? If a client is discussing with me and he's telling me, oh, are you sure you are real? Are you sure it's not? I just tell them, please go to Google, type CAC website, it will open. Then under company, just type Meton Consultants. I just tell them, go and check me, go and verify. I don't have time to argue much. I'm real. I'm going to scam you. No. That is the benefit of transitioning your hustle into a business. You set yourself aside from the crowd. You set yourself aside. It gives you trust. It puts trust between you and your clients. Even if your business has to do with a working customer, maybe you are doing a tailoring, you can boldly tell your clients, see, I am registered. It gives you boldness, it gives you confidence. When you tell your clients, I am registered, I'm registered. Please, if you are watching this video, let me plead again, please subscribe. Okay, subscribe, because you are going to learn a whole lot on this page. You are going to learn a whole lot about business, how to grow your business, how to sustain your business, how to retain clients. Some people are having the problem with retaining clients. I used to go live almost every day to teach. I used to post short videos every day to teach. So following this page will help you grow your business. So let's go back. So like I was saying, when you want to transition your hustle into a business, take the first step of registering your hustle. Even if it's a tailoring you are doing, like now, like yesterday, I taught on 20 businesses to start with little or no capital. I taught on 20 businesses to start with little or no capital. There are many businesses. Whatever business you are starting as a hustle, transition it into a business. Even if you are doing a home cleaning service, immediately I finished teaching that lesson yesterday, someone called me. He told me, I picked one business from the 20 business you taught. I said, which of them did you want to do? He said he wants to start a home and office cleaning service. And he was serious. He has already sent me the proposal. He has already sent me his template, his phone number, everything. I asked him, are you working? He said yes. He has where he's working. I told him, don't resign yet. A consultant will tell you the fact, the reality. In order not for it to be biting on you, don't resign yet. Start growing it from where you are. Start sending the flyers, sending the complimentary, letting people know. When you start having clients who are inviting you to come and do their home cleaning service, to clean their office. Okay, I told him, register the business, start the foundation of it. Register the business, start letting people know, set up a page, a social media page for it, start posting, let people know. Immediately you have start doing that, and you have start having one or two clients who are ready to pay you, or who have already paid you, you can resign from where you are working and then grow it. That is how business starts. Business is not like manna that falls from heaven, ready-made for you to pick and eat. No, you must be prepared, you must be patient, and you must be consistent and intentional. Business is not luck. It's not, it was by luck, oh, this business just grew. It's a lie. Business is not luck. No great achiever that can tell you he grows his business out of sheer luck. Business is consistency. So you must take that bold step of registering your hustling. Register it. It will give you the confidence, like I said. So let's progress. Like I was saying, business must have a clear purpose. When I started my company, I started it from home. After resigning from where I work, I went back home. I was gradually developing it. I drafted a document that clearly states my purpose of my business, vision, vision statement, and all of that. It will help you. It will help you to know what you are doing. Okay, it will help you to know what you are doing. You must state a clear purpose. You must put in the system in place, and you function even when there is no head. A business can function without you. When your business is growing, it's important you have a team that can help you. Even without you being here, the business will function. But hustle cannot. A hustling, like I said, is heavily dependent on your daily effort. The day you are not at work, 0 naira comes into the business that day. Now, what is the key? And very importantly, the time you structure your hustling into a business, it attracts investors. It attracts people to partner with you. You are giving it a solid, foundation. People can trust your business. When I mean partners, you can get clients from left, right, and center. Okay, you can get clients from left, right, and center. What is the difference between business and hustle? Like we already said, number one, structure. A business is informal. A hustle is informal. You just do it casually. You just wake up when you like, you go. But a business is, formal. You must make your hustling to be formal. Whether it's raining, set a time when you go to work. Don't just, do it anyhow you like. If you want to transition your hustle into a business, set a structure for yourself. I was telling someone, pay yourself salary. It's not the money that just comes in. You just whatever that comes in, you spend all that, you spend all. No. Set a structure. Time you go to work, be disciplined. Put passion into your hustle. Transition it from hustling to business. Okay? Set, time you go to work. Set how much you want to pay yourself. Have a bookkeeping of what is entering and what is leaving your hustling. Transition it gradually. You can't tell a new worker, maybe when you start employing people, you can't tell a new worker, do this, do that, do this, do that, when you yourself, you are not doing those things. You can't tell him, come to work 8 o'clock and you are coming 10 o'clock. As a leader, you must set example. So you must start it from now that you are transitioning the hustle into a business. Set time that you go to work. Don't just go anytime. Whether it's raining, take it. If you are working for someone, can you just go to work whenever you like? No. That your hustling, you should look at it as a formal business. If you want to set 9 o'clock for when you are going to work, let it be 9 o'clock. Take it serious. Whether you have the jobs to do or not, just go to your hustling. Go to the business and sit down there and wait. Don't just do it anyhow. If you are working from home, know the time you start and know the time you close. Have that mindset that you are working in a big place and grow it that way. Don't just anyhow. No. Number 2, a business must have a vision. Hustling might not have a vision. A hustler is just a hustler. But in a business, you can't be able to say, by the end of the year, I should have this and this. Or you can be able to say, our purpose in this business is to do this, is to do that. If you are into what is it called, laundry service, your vision would be to, meet client demands in an exceptional and professional way. Have a vision, and this vision, you instill it first into yourself, and then instill it into your new employees that you employ. Okay, so a hustle often focus on daily survival, while a business is focused on long-term goal. So you must have a long-term goal, not just what you do now and all of that. 3, a business have a system. Without a system, a hustle cannot operate without the leader, but a business can still go on. You must have a system. You can be able to have 1 or 2 person that works with you, as you grow, not immediate. When you start, you handle those by yourself, but as you grow, you should have 1 or 2 persons that helps you grow your hustle. Very importantly, branding. You must brand your hustle. Give it a name. Don't just be saying, I can do graphic design for you. I can do graphic design for you. No. Let it have a name. You are known as ABC at so graphic design. Have a name for your business, for your hustle. Have a logo that represents your brand. Have a logo that represents your brand. Okay, we have scalability. Hustle are hard to grow. If you are focused only on hustling, it will be difficult for you to grow your hustle because you are always on a survival mode. But when you transition into a business and all the system and structures are in place, which I have discussed, it will be easy for you to continue growing it. While a hustle is difficult, if you don't have a business name, you don't have a logo, you don't register it, you don't have a time that you go to work, you just do it anyhow you like, it will be difficult to grow. Okay, so how to transition a hustle to a business? Like I already said, 1, register your business. 2, set clear goals. Set clear goals. Very important. 3, keep proper records. Keep proper records of your business. 4, brand your business. So it's very important for you to understand this. And if you are able to implement what we have discussed today, it's going to help you a whole lot. So thank you so much and remain blessed.